What's up, guys? It's Keith with L1 Automotive Diagnostics and Programming. Got a short little video for you today. 2011 Maxima used CVT installation. I know. It's going to need another one. But regardless, there are a few things that need to be followed if you put a used CVT transmission in order to make that thing just last a little bit longer than what it normally would. I get it. They're junk. But I'm going to go through a couple of things, a couple of important steps, and then answer a couple questions that I always get. So, let's check it out. So, we're in a 2011 Nissan Maxima with 139,837 miles. Just had a replacement used CVT transmission installed. So we're going to be using Nissan Consult 94.10. I think that's the latest version. I actually haven't checked this week to see if it's updated. So everyone always asks me, what aftermarket tools can I buy to do these CVTs? The answer is I don't know. Every aftermarket tool I try has always missed the mark on at least one model. Maybe it works for a 2008, but it won't do a 2011, which kind of brings me to the next question that I get asked a lot, which is, how do I do these? And all I can tell you is that every time I do them, I have to pull up the factory service info because they are different for every year, make, model, and variation. There's about 7 different Nissan CVT transmissions. This one happens to be an RE0 F09B. I've seen F10s, F10Ds, F11s. I mean, there's all kinds of different CVT transmissions. So, I'm going to give you kind of the rundown of doing this particular one, which is an 11 Maxima with a RE0 F09B. So, let's go for it. So, we pulled up the factory service information. We got that ready. So, basically, the first thing we need to do is there's a chart on this one. So, if we're not replacing the transmission control module, but we are replacing the transaxle with a new or old unit, then we need to perform pattern B. So pattern B is turning ignition on. The car's sitting here running. Start the engine, never start driving. Select data monitor and transmission and check the ATF temp count, and it indicates 47, which is 68 degrees or more. And then turn the ignition switch off. So let's do that real quick. Got console pulled up. I'm gonna go ahead and go with diagnosis, one system. Go into the transmission. It's going to perform a system call. I don't know how long this will take. But basically, this has a used CVT installed. One with hopefully lower miles, not exactly sure. The customer did opt to not perform any software updates, which I advised them they should do the software updates, but they did not want to. So, we're going to wait for this to happen, I guess. That was quick. Alright, so we're in there. There are no codes. He told me there was no lights, no codes. He wanted to know why he shouldn't just ship it. I explained to him that the reason why we're doing what we're doing is because we want to make sure that the transmission control module has the correct data from the transmission in order to engage and disengage the pressure on that belt so we don't prematurely wear it and cause shutters and total loss of CVT. So what I like to do first, check cal data. When I do that, I'm looking, this is the data that store these first 6 unit calibrators are what the transmission control module currently knows on how to shift the transmission that's installed. So these are the numbers. You'll notice if we take a quick note, 003087FF06A. That's the main things we want to look at. So now let's perform this pattern B. Ignition on. So we need to go into, let's see here, and look at data monitor. We can clear all the monitor items. Nissan factory scan tool is terrible to navigate. So ATF temp count, which is different than ATF temperature sensor. So I'll put them both on there and show you. Go ahead and click start, and we can see that we are at 73 and 1.78 volts. So our temp count of 73 is definitely more than 47. So we're going to go back. Okay. I believe it says to turn the ignition off. So we'll turn the ignition off. Okay, transmission temp count, turn ignition off, turn ignition on. never start the engine. Too late. We're going to go to self-diagnostics, transmission, shift the lever to reverse. So we're going to put it in reverse. Make sure that it indicates reverse on the dash. We're going to engage the parking brakes so this car doesn't slide. And what we're actually going to do is go to self-diagnostic results. Depress the brake pedal fully. And it says slightly depress the accelerator pedal. So 2/8 of depression. So I feel like it's at 2/8. And then it says to press erase probably. Press erase. Execute. It executed. Okay. Now, if we don't do anything else, before we follow the rest of the instructions like it says, go to cal data and look. You can see that they're all cleared out. They're all zeros now. Remember they were like a 30 and an 87 and an FF? Okay, so that means we've told the transmission to forget how you know how to shift the transmission. So if we follow the rest of these instructions, let's say release the brake pedal and the accelerator pedal, turn the ignition off while keeping it in reverse. Done that, ignition off. Turn the ignition on while keeping the selector in, wait 10 seconds to keep the ignition on while keeping the selector in reverse position. Okay, so now it's about 10 seconds. Turn it on, go to the next page. Oh, now it says check cal data and look for zeros. We got that. We're still there. Now shift the selector to park position. This is important here. We want to make sure that it actually says park up there. We did that. And now if we look, we'll see that if we go back into this cal data and look, it will have stored the new cal data. So I'll show you. Go back here. Self-diagnostic test results. Go back and let it reload the cal data now that we performed the function. And you'll see now there's different numbers. There's 30, A6, 20, B7, so the numbers are all different. So what it's done here, if I can hold this camera correctly, what we've done here is we've just basically told the transmission control module, forget how you know how to shift the transmission, reach out to the transmission valve body, acquire the cal ID data from the valve body, and then now the correct data is in the transmission. So if all goes perfectly well, there'll be no premature wear on the CVT. Now, this is a CVT. I expect it to fail. Sorry, but that's just where we're at. So, that's it. We'll see you guys next time. Guys, I hope you liked the video and learned a little bit of something. Like I said, there's a lot going on there. Even if the transmission has no codes and no lights, this needs to be done in order to properly extend the life of that metal belt that's in the seat. Anyways, if you guys like this video, please subscribe, comment. Don't forget www.l1training.com over there. Yeah, over there. I always forget. It's mirrored. We do a lot of training. There's a little over 75 hours of training on there. Module programming, keys and immobilizer, electrical diagnostics, just diagnostic process in general. Even going to be doing some European programming pretty soon. So, join www.l1training.com. See you guys there. Have a good one.